The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service's recent announcement to monitor immigrants' social media for anti-Semitic content has ignited a firestorm of condemnation from advocacy groups, who vehemently denounce the move as a thinly veiled pretext to advance a harsh, anti-immigrant, authoritarian agenda. This controversial policy shift has sparked widespread outrage and raised serious concerns about the erosion of civil liberties and the weaponization of antisemitism for political gain. The Nexus Project, a prominent organization dedicated to combating antisemitism while upholding free speech principles, issued a scathing statement on Blue Sky, unequivocally rejecting the administration's approach. They argued that framing antisemitism as a solely imported problem fundamentally misrepresents the issue and fails to address its complex roots. The organization further criticized the use of vaguely defined terms like terrorist sympathizer to target immigrants, highlighting the inherent risk of politically motivated persecution. Their statement powerfully concludes that this policy, implemented alongside the administration's own escalation of anti-Semitic rhetoric, is utterly ineffective in addressing the actual problem of antisemitism. Echoing this sentiment, Bend the Arc, a leading progressive Jewish organization, issued a similarly forceful condemnation. They explicitly accused the administration of cynically exploiting concerns about antisemitism as a justification for its broader anti-immigrant agenda. Their statement clearly articulates the deep offense caused by this manipulative tactic, asserting that the Jewish community refuses to be instrumentalized in such a blatantly discriminatory policy. The organization's powerful message serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of instrumentalizing minority groups to achieve partisan goals. This contentious policy announcement comes amidst a backdrop of escalating actions by federal immigration authorities. Since the administration took office, numerous students, including green card holders, have been detained, and dozens of international students have had their visas abruptly revoked. Secretary of State Marco Rubio's characterization of these students as lunatics further fuels the perception of a deliberate campaign targeting specific groups. Among the notable cases is that of Mahmoud Khalil, a green card holder arrested in front of his pregnant wife, Noor Abdallah, in early March. His detention highlights the chilling impact of this aggressive immigration enforcement on families and communities. Another deeply troubling case involves Badr Khan Suri, an Indian postdoctoral fellow at Georgetown University, accused by the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, of having ties to Hamas, an accusation he vehemently denies. These instances vividly illustrate the far-reaching consequences of this administration's hardline immigration policies. Adding fuel to the already raging controversy, Elon Musk, designated a special government employee by the Trump administration, performed seemingly fascist salutes at Trump's inauguration rally earlier this year. This alarming display of apparent support for extremist ideologies further underscores the growing concerns about the administration's alignment with far-right elements. Further exacerbating the situation, Vice President J.D. Vance, during the Munich Security Conference, met with Alice Weidel, leader of Germany's far-right Alternative for Germany AfD party, a move that broke a significant taboo in German politics. Vance's subsequent invocation of a quote from Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, regarding the state's right to control public opinion, sent shockwaves throughout the political landscape and served as a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked governmental power and the potential for historical parallels. This statement, combined with the other actions mentioned, strongly suggests a disturbing trend of authoritarian tendencies within the current administration. The combined effect of these actions, the social media monitoring of immigrants, the arbitrary detention and visa revocations, the apparent fascist salutes, and the meeting with a far-right leader, paints a deeply troubling picture. It raises profound questions about the administration's commitment to due process, human rights, and the very principles of democratic governance. The chilling echoes of historical abuses of power are undeniable, and the implications for the future of immigration policy and civil liberties in the U.S. are deeply concerning. The condemnation from advocacy groups is not merely a political reaction. It represents a vital defense of fundamental freedoms in the face of an increasingly authoritarian trend. The potential for the misuse of antisemitism as a tool for political oppression should alarm all citizens, regardless of their political affiliations. The ongoing developments demand careful scrutiny and a robust defense of the principles upon which a just and democratic society is built. The future of immigration policy hangs in the balance, and the actions of the current administration demand immediate attention and rigorous challenge from concerned citizens and human rights organizations worldwide. This is not simply a political battle. It's a fight for the very soul of American democracy.